What's up, boys and girls? Choodle here with another deck profile, and today we're going to be profiling Royals. So, just to start off right off the bat, we're going to go off with Glime. Glime's your starter, you ride and draw. Then we're going to go off to the finisher of the deck, 2 copies of Exculpate the Blaster. What he does is, when he's rode, you counterblast 1 and you soul blast everything but 1 card in your soul. And he attacks everything during that turn. This skill isn't mandatory. If your opponent has an empty field, it's just to keep the cards on your soul, because if it's an empty field, there's no point in wasting the counter blast. At the end of the battle that he attacks, you get 2 cards from your hand, put them into the soul, retire him, and ride Blaster Blade from your soulless stand. But yeah, this is why I really like this guy. Also, I'm a Blaster fanboy. Then I play 4 copies of Monarch Alpha. I've seen people run 2 or 3, mainly 3. I like running 4. He adds the Blaster Blade back to my hand. Then, of course, you gotta run 4 copies of King of Knights Alfred. Now, these 2 Alfreds both do very similar things, just give the power off differently. He gives Blaster Blade 10k and 5k shield. He gains 10k for having Blaster Blade on the field. He searches Blaster Blade by counterblasting 1, and you get to search it from the deck and gives it 5k power. He counterblasts 1, soul blasts 1, you return a Blaster Blade, gets 15k and a crit. Now, we run 4 copies of Blaster Blade, counterblast 1, soul blast 1, retire a unit in the front row, and he also gains a crit if you have 4 more rear guards. When Exculpate goes off, he goes off as well, because more often than not, he will be attacking for 40k with a crit, and if you have a booster, 48k. Then, one of my favorite units came back, Knight of Loyalty Vedivere. He gains 3k when he's boosted by K, and you can call a Knight of Friendship K from hand and draw a card. So that's really amazing. It's a free draw if you have these 2 in your hand, and more often than not, you will. Then, to round off grade 2s, I run 3 Jaren. If you would like, you can ditch one of the copies of Monarch and run a 4th Jaren. That is no problem. Jaren is an amazing card, still has been amazing since he was in the trial deck, because he's just a free 15k attacker. I run 4 copies of Knight of Friendship K. I wish these were the ORs, and I'm gonna be getting the ORs soon. Just keep an eye out on my Instagram. When he's placed in hand, counterblast 1, search your deck for Vedivere, call it to rear, shuffle your deck, and during the battle that it boosts Vedivere, it gains 3k. The amazing thing about these 2 cards is how well they work off of each other. Call Vedivere, Vedivere's skill to call K, K's skill to call another Vedivere from the deck. Then we run 4 copies of Alan. Counterblast 1, call 1 unit from your hand that's a grade less or equal to your Vanguard, and if you call, draw a card and he gains 3k. We also have 4 copies of Marin. Counterblast 1, draw a card when a unit's placed in front of it, so it gets 3k for the end of the turn. So really amazing. All these cards are gaining you cards in hand, and you're also gaining power, which is something that Royals are really good at, especially now with the newer stuff. Then we run 4 DPG, and then we also run 8 critical. I run 8 crit instead of 6 draw, 6 crit, because I just like it being more aggressive, and then 4 heals to round it off. I want to thank you guys for sticking out with my channel. I know sometimes I don't post as often, and I regularly want to be posting a lot more often. I have a gold list coming up, unless you've already seen it. Don't know which one I'm going to release first. And then I also have Magus on the way, so that's also coming for you. So thanks a lot for sticking around with me. Have a great day.